right, Sagittarius, hopefully you can see the cards. I tried to fit them all. It's as high as I can get the camera to go. So, I did check. It was not Aquarius. It was actually Taurus that had, well, it wasn't just Taurus. It was also Gemini and Scorpio that had this in the outcome. So, and how appropriate, because this is, like I said, my Taurus card. It does represent the earth signs Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. But as you can see, the little bulls here, the little symbols. And then the very first card out was Taurus. This is also Taurus. I feel like Taurus is going to have some meaning. Also, possibly, I'm getting Cancer. And I'm saying that because we have the King and the Queen. It's interesting, the way this all came out. It's like we have two kings and we have a queen. We also have the Empress. But let me add these numbers up first. Okay, and I'm just going to go by the first cards that came out. So we have a 7, then 6 is 13, which becomes a 4. Then we had the King, that doesn't count, the Knight, and the King. Wow. Okay, so everything adds up to the number 4 in the first go around, and the 4 is the house of Cancer. It's ruled by the house of Cancer. The 4 to me represents foundations, structure, stability, the home, family. And what did we have fly out? We had the Page and the 10, so the Page of Wands, and then the Tower. I feel that for some of you, now when I do these readings, it can already have happened or be happening when I'm reading for so many people. It's August 21st. There is, I just noticed something too. Not only, okay, so we have 3 3s. Did I say that before? I don't even remember now. But here, we also have 2 2s. Now, I know I've got quite a few cards out here. So the number 3 is going to be of great significance. And possibly the number 2, but okay. One of the things that I'm getting led to, there's decisions I feel, on how to move forward with someone or something. And this is definitely, I feel, in some aspects, with the Taurus being here, the Hierophant. Let me bring this a little closer. This 5, definitely, 5s to me speak of major changes, and especially next to the Tower. There may be, okay, I heard, wow, there's so many messages coming. Changing of the guard, changing of, I feel like somebody's been knocked off their horse, or something like that. There's, it's almost like, I almost feel like somebody, oh gosh. But I'll put it this way. There's some very, very stormy or possible harsh communications or information, I feel, that is going to be revealed, although I feel that you are already aware of this. This is not like a surprise, but maybe it's almost like I feel like a volcano is going to erupt in terms of somebody has really been holding on to some information. And with the 4, like I said, it could be family related. It could also be something in the workplace, because the Hierophant for me often comes across as work related, especially here. I mean, this has to do with, well, it has to do with a lot of things, but I almost feel like this is, has to do with morals. It has to do with traditions. It's kind of like following the rules, following the guidelines. And I wonder if somebody has been, following the rules as much as possible. But it's almost like they can't do it anymore. Remember, I think I talked about this earlier with the page and the 10 here. When they came out, it's like, there's interest in something new, like almost as if something's just gotten old to someone. Or there's possibly burdens that it's almost like someone is keeping information or hiding information. And this could be very much government related, like their governmental secrets. But it also can be family related, and it can also be like marriage or love related. And this could be for positive or for negative, because I do feel that somebody is going to have or announce that they are pregnant. And this might, with the Tower next to the Hierophant, and the Hierophant, like I said, and we also have like a fatherly figure here. I feel that maybe there's lack of support in some way. Now, it doesn't have to be a father, it could be, motherly figure. But I feel like because these are in my challenge position, it's almost like there's a lack of support, or someone's going to possibly be unhappy regarding this situation. It could be that maybe somebody wanted somebody to have a more, traditional belief system or the way of thinking. These are just the messages that I'm getting. I'm not agreeing with any of this, but this is how this is coming across to me. And I wonder if, now they could also be pregnant with twins or triplets. I'm not sure, but that I feel is a different scenario. Because I feel like somebody is not, I don't know, it comes across as like a shock to me. But I'm also getting that there's something too related, and I feel like this may be, I'm getting something with the heart. There may be matters of the heart is one way that this is coming across. The Hierophant for me often too is my marriage card. So I wonder if there is the possibility of, and this could be, remember, every card has its positives and negatives. The Tower, this can be something that happens very quickly, just unexpected, and then it's done, So this doesn't have to linger. But I feel like there's information or a conversation that needs to be had. And maybe if it's had, it won't get to this extreme if it's, that it blows up like this, like getting centered. And I feel like communication on both sides, or possibly even having a third person, like a mediator or somebody there, can help work out this situation. So it's not a catastrophe. But I feel like, it's interesting. I keep seeing the number 3 so this could definitely be something going on in terms of 3 companies. Maybe there was a merger that was supposed to take place and it kind of blew up. It's not gonna, the 3 companies aren't merging into one institution. So there's that, that's, gone awry. And this could be something legal, especially here with the Ace of Swords. When I see the sword, I feel like, I think of, I'm seeing like the Justice card, where balance is needed, especially with the King of Cups in the challenge position. So there may be somebody, with the King of Cups, it's almost like he's reversed here when it's in my challenge position. So there could be some type of, I don't know, there could be some twists or turns or manipulation, emotional manipulation, or difficulties in making a decision. Be going back and forth. Somebody can't make up their mind. Something isn't moving. The Death card is here. It's like there is lack of movement with this person or with this situation, or this could be you. But I feel like there's a lack of support, especially with this card. Like things aren't moving forward, or there's a need to stop a cycle from happening so that it doesn't keep happening in a circle round and round. But with, the King of Cups here, like I was saying, and this is usually my Pisces card. I usually see this as a fish, but, it can be any sign. But the other signs that are water signs are Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. But this could be that there's, with this in the challenge position, there could be a male figure. Doesn't have to be male, but it could be, because he is coming up as a king, where there's some volatility. I'm also picking up drinking. There may be somebody that has a drinking issue that maybe is a little concerning in some aspect. Excuse me. Wow. Okay, so somebody's having a difficult time voicing or expressing themselves. And that's what I'm worried about, is that it gets to the point where somebody just blows their stack. And blows their top. Because there's something with, the head or so I'm getting like, this could even be headaches, or there's something also, though, about crowns. I don't know if somebody is taking a trip. Somebody's being crowned, or something about the crown. I don't know. I think crowning? Maybe it's maybe there's, okay, I feel like changing of the guard. Somebody, I don't know why I keep hearing like overthrown or dethroned, or I don't. So this could be that there's some disruption in the workplace, where all of a sudden something happens. I don't know if it's the CEO or the COO or the CFO, or it's almost like somebody switches positions. Like they're no longer in charge in some way because of something, is how this is coming across. Or maybe it's with the King of Pentacles. There's something, this is the underlying theme. The theme here, I almost feel like, is somebody wanting power or control. I don't know why. I think it's coming across that way because when I look at the Tower, it's in the positive sense, somebody is getting promoted or crowned, or they're going. Maybe this is this is a pageant of some kind because I keep seeing a crown. I don't know. I don't know. Do they crown? I guess they crown winner. This could be like a horse race. Horses. Let me see. Yeah, I the word crown or crowning or and like I said, this may even be possibly a trip. Like someone is I heard like they're going to see Buckingham Palace, the changing of the guards. There's something about that. I don't know. Maybe there is an announcement of a child. I'm there's definitely the birth of a child. There's also because I see celebrations. I see like people gathering together, celebrating, an announcement. This could be an engagement announcement that comes out of the blue. The announcement of a child, but it's also the birth, the birth of something new, especially with this Ace of Swords here. So I feel that some of you are going to gain some clarity by the end of September. And you know what? Okay, this is what I just heard because there's also some spiritual cards here for me in my readings. There are some spiritual cards. And I think that this migraine or headache, I'm seeing it, and I picked it up in another sign where it's the possibility of the opening of like the third chakra. The third, not the third chakra. The third eye is what I wanted to say, but it's the crown chakra. I would not be surprised if somebody finally realizes or accepts that they are able to communicate with the other side. Because I feel like there is somebody coming through from the other side, and somebody watching this is going to finally realize that they had this gift and they probably had it since they were a child. And they've been denying it because possibly a fear of, it's against the tradition or their religious beliefs. But I feel like there's no denying that in some aspect. Now, I feel that there's going to be, I think, possibly a situation that somebody, and this is another way of saying it, but I feel like there's a situation that somebody has not quite faced, or this is, I feel like this may very much go to someone's past, someone's childhood. There's something that needs to be looked at, or something to do. Maybe somebody is uncovering something from their past. You may be taking a trip back home, because I feel like there's a possibility of surgery that comes out of the blue for somebody. And I don't feel like it's you, though. I feel like it's somebody else, but they need your support. This could be, I feel like, and I got this for one other sign. I can't remember who it was. I feel like this could be back surgery. It could even be neck surgery. And this may be, okay, and heart surgery. I also heard always wear a helmet. So whatever that means, I don't know, but I heard always wear a helmet. And maybe that's going back to the crown. So in that sense, if your third chakra is opening, make sure that you are protected, and, you know, if things are happening, that you are getting grounded and that you use protection. Because as I'm looking at this, there's always, in any spiritual realm, there's the dark and there's the light. So make sure that you protect yourself in that sense. I do feel that there is possibility of travel back home, not just I feel like this is almost possibly a place where there was some calamity or some difficulties. It's almost like going home again. It may not be an actual trip back home, but something is triggering thoughts of your past or your childhood or where you grew up or what things were like as a child. Especially with the Six of Cups here. I also feel like some of you, there may be a situation. Now, I can't ignore this. With this being my marriage card, I don't think that this is I mean, I feel like this has already happened, where there's a shakeup in the family or in the home. Like, but I'm looking at it as a relationship, or whether it's a marriage. This is, like I said, often my marriage card, or common law marriage, or, you know, that there's a shakeup there. Now, it could be because there's something new or someone new or new communications from the past. Because I'm picking up travel, like maybe for a reunion. Now, this could be a family reunion, but I'm seeing it as like a high school reunion, college reunion, maybe fraternity, sorority reunion, or somebody is communicating possibly with somebody from childhood or their past, or somebody from their past introduces them to someone new. And, you know, in a positive sense, this could be like, you know, very powerful connection. We'll just leave it at that. Want to keep it, you know, PG, but so in that sense, that could be very strong physical connection. And that's why this is here. And this could lead to marriage or an engagement. And I'm also picking up like Facebook or meeting somebody online. It does not have to be a dating site. It can be, you know, whatever, a LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, or, you know, anything online. But, you know, whenever I say online, some people are like, I don't do dating sites. And it doesn't have to be that, you know. Let me just see here. But I feel that there's some communication that's going to come in pretty quickly about something. It could even be something that that you've been working on very hard. It could also be that somebody is avoiding something. So what they're doing is throwing themselves into work or into projects so they don't have to face something. It's, some people, it's just, that's how that helps them get through a situation. I think some of this too could also be very karmic. I'm also getting twin flame. There could be a situation like that. I'm also getting that there could be something abrupt, like with the house, and somebody has to, I don't know. I feel like there could be a delay with insurance or something. It eventually comes in, but there's something that maybe there's a delay in a payment on something, but I feel like someone comes through, especially with these cards. So maybe this is a disruption, like someone's been trying to sell their house and it's not selling, and then all of a sudden something comes in, like a loan. I think it's also, be careful of, I don't know, I'm getting gambling. Be careful on what you gamble on. I do feel like this is gambling money, because you don't want to gamble, I feel like there's something about somebody, I don't know if they're thinking about taking out a second mortgage. Who, if this applies to you. But something with the house, and so definitely, I don't know. I feel like somebody is betting on horses a lot, or doing some kind of gambling, and they have to get loans, or they have to keep, it's almost like they're hiding, something, what they're doing to cover something else up. That's how it's coming across to me. But, this is the underlying theme. So this is, often abundance. So there could be somebody that also very much comes into some money, and they're very giving and about, their money and spreading the money around. But, this also goes with, somebody really being kind of overwhelmed too, to me. And it could be that somebody is working a lot of hours. Could also be, because I'm getting they're having to manage 2 households. So this could be a divorce or a separation. This is not a surprise. I feel like, this is already happening, but they're having to work a lot because, they're supporting 2 houses. And I definitely feel there's, it's so interesting, because there's a decision. I feel like there's a decision between 2 people. So you may have to make a decision between 2 people in your life. or two situations. Maybe you're being pulled in two different directions. And it's interesting because I keep picking up the number 3, and here we have 3 people right in a row. So I think what's going to be important for you, Sagittarius, for, whom this message even, or these messages are even applying to, feel like it's important you slow things down, really take a look at what has happened from a different perspective, a different point of view. Definitely don't rush into anything. Listen to your intuition. And, I don't know. There's something about, I think it's the way that, looking at something, there's a way to look at something or look at something from a different, I know I said this before, a different point of view. Because I feel like this is what I feel, like it's a roller coaster. There's like ebb and flow, there's ups and downs. And I think what's important is to find that balance, that evenness. Because I feel like there's something that has been happening where it's just been a battle. And I feel like things are going to start evening out more. But, it's not like going to happen overnight. Let me see if there's any other messages that I'm getting here. I feel like there could be somebody, that was Nicholas. I don't know if you heard that. I am being pulled, and this is for people that I guess, with, this is hitting me. There's something about New York City, and I think with September coming, a trip back home. This also came across in one other reading, one or two, where I feel like there's something about honoring someone. There's flowers or a wreath. There's something that there's a gathering. Maybe it's not in New York City, but there's a gathering of like the community, people coming together in honor of somebody, I think, regarding September 11th in New York is how it's coming across to me. And I feel like for some of you, with everything adding to a 4, there's, and that, like I said, speaks to family. It speaks to foundations, stability. And I think that some of you are really kind of deciding on, what to take with you in the future and what to leave behind. mentally, emotionally, spiritually. In some aspects, it could be physically, because there could be definitely a move, like some of you may be moving. It can be definitely moved in a very emotional, spiritual way, but I feel like this is also a physical move. And it could be back home, whatever home means to you. And it could be clear across the other side of the world. But your past is going to have some importance. And where is home? What does home mean? So Sagittarius, lots of changes here, lots of change going on. And so I thank you so much for watching. I hope that this reading helped you in some way. If it did not resonate, I apologize. Possibly watch your moon and or rising sign, or maybe Taurus or Cancer, as I stated earlier. I'm also getting possibly Scorpio. So, but I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much, and take good care of yourself. All right. Bye.